from Venice Beach, California, ladies and gentlemen, this is Steiner!
Sit back and soak it in, because they're blowing the roof off the impact zone for the appearance of Sting.
There are stars and then there are superstars. And you know the difference from the moment they walk into a stadium. And when this guy came into the impact zone, I'm telling you, the roof comes off, and it does every time. And that's just a testament to what he's done and who he is.
I can't wait to see this dynamic unfold in this matchup. Sting, Christian Cage as tag team partners. We heard right at the top of the Impact broadcast, Christian Cage said, yes, tag team partners tonight, but opponents July 16 at Victory Road in the Road to Victory four-way, where one of those four men will be crowned the #1 contender to Jeff Jarrett's NWA World Heavyweight title belt.
These guys are going to have to focus on the moment right here, and I'm talking about Christian Cage. And of course, Sting, as you saw Sting right there, just take the leather jacket, throw it right at him, and this is on. They're not holding off.
Oh.
They're going right at him. They're taking the fight to Steiner and Jarrett right off the bat.
You're not kidding. It's on right at the opening bell. Sting sends Steiner into the guardrail. Here comes Christian Cage, and he's got Jarrett right on the broadcast position.
I'll tell you what a strategy right there by Cage and Sting. They took it to them. Normally you would expect Jarrett and Steiner to come after them, and now look at this. Sting has the kind of a mesh thing that
the headgear.
The headgear, and he put it on his head, and he cracks Scott Steiner, man.
Whoa, is Sting feeling it tonight? You're not kidding. And this pairing of Sting and Christian Cage, it's magical.
Well, think about this. Think about all the emotions that have gone from Sting and have gone through the former champion, Christian Cage, realizing that they're not wearing that belt after what happened at Slammiversary. This is their chance to take it out on the man who has it and the man who helped get him there. This is their chance to take it out on Steiner and the King of the Mountain.
You know, we have had some awfully big matchups. Impact, Spike TV, but when you look at the star quality and what a drop kick by Sting, great leg extension to take down Big Papa Pump. You look at the individuals involved in this matchup, Don. This is absolutely one of the biggest main events we've ever had.
Well, you said it. It's a pay-per-view quality main event on its own right. And we're looking at it right here on Impact, but that's what's going on right now with TNA. The situation with the heavyweight title belt is just so crazy, and all these guys are so emotionally charged. As you see Cage going for the pin, and Scott Steiner is on the beating of one side and the other with Cage and Sting. We wondered if they could work together.
I was just going to say that.
Obviously, they can.
I was just going to say, you have to admit, an absolutely cohesive unit. Here in the opening minutes of this matchup, Christian Cage and Sting definitely on the same page.
Oh, right now, though, the King of the Mountain able to somehow catch his breath over here. We saw him sitting here back by our desk. He caught it, but man, Christian Cage right back at him. And look at this. He's flipped him over. He's got it.
Sunset flip leads to a near fall. The 2 count for the former champ against the current champ. Off the knife edge chop. Quick reversal by Jarrett. Oh, sit out powerbomb by Christian Cage. And another 2 count.
Jeff Jarrett there trying to do something a little X Division style. Looked like he was trying to go up there for a head scissors or a Hurricane Rana. But what has happened? Christian Cage is using it against him and slams him and power bombs him down. And I'm telling you, you got to wonder what's going through the mind of Christian Cage.
Oh, God!
Right. Oh, that hurt.
Jarrett just tossed him out to the concrete floor. Commercial break upcoming. More of our tag team main event when we return. Oh, man, did you see that? Just as we came back from the commercial break, the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett, steel chair driven into the back of Christian Cage. Wow.
Right into the back of the ribs and the kidney area right there. And he used to point it into the chair. And that is just, to think about the pain. It's just like a knife going in. And Christian Cage, all that momentum he had. And once Jarrett sent him outside the ring, it's all gone bad. And it's all King of the Mountain since then. And that's what makes this guy a champion. You gotta, I know you hate him. I know he's somebody you despise. But he's somebody that knows how to figure it out as the match goes on. He's wily, and he may do it the wrong way, but he figures out the way to do it.
Huge main event matchup this week on Impact, and join us next week, All or Nothing, Team Canada, 4 members to face Team 3D, Rhino and Jay Lethal as Big Papa Pump drops the elbow, and then, look at this, the push-ups. instead of going for the pin here on Christian Cage. Boy, is he just full of himself.
Oh, that's just rubbing it in. That's the worst way to rub it into a former champion. It's showing that I can pin you at any time right now. I just want to pose. Whoa. And look at the strength of Scott Steiner. That was unreal. Just
powered him down.
Doll.
You're right. Powered him with that belly-to-belly suplex, immediately in for the pin, and now tags in to the champ, the King of the Mountain.
I'll tell you brought up next week's Impact and that matchup with Rhino and Jay Lethal and Team 3D against New Canada. Think about the stipulations involved in that. If Team Canada loses, they have to disband.
Right.
Jim Cornette gave them the one more chance, and whoever gets the pin in that match will get a title shot.
Sounds to me like Jim Cornette is a man of second chances, as both Jarrett and Christian Cage are down in mid-ring. First to get to his senses and first to get to his corner is the champ. And Jarrett tags in Big Papa Pump. Opportunity now for Scott Steiner, just as Christian extending his hand to try and get the fresh man Sting into the battle. He's cut off by Steiner.
Well, every breath that Christian Cage takes probably feels like a knife going through him after the chair. And then after, of course, right before that, being thrown over the ring and landing on his back. And you can see he just couldn't get enough air to get to his feet to get over to Sting, and he needs a tag in badly because these guys are going to take it to him. Look at this! Yes!
Double team attempt goes awry for Steiner and Jarrett with that reverse inverted double DDT by the former champ Christian Cage, and now he's got to get Sting into the battle.
He's coming up, he's getting to his feet. What a great way, though. He suckered Jarrett and Steiner in by playing lame, and he caught him with the double DDT, and now look at Sting. He's fresh, he's ready, and he's throwing blows.
The man whose focus is on removing Jeff Jarrett from TNA, from taking the cancer out of TNA, and you know it was a step backwards for Sting when Jeff Jarrett was granted that NWA World's Heavyweight title, ready for a Stinger splash. Oh yeah, right on target.
Well, and you talk about on target, it seemed that Sting was on target to getting rid of Jeff Jarrett, and he wasn't able to do it. And now that Jeff Jarrett holds that belt, now that he is the self-proclaimed King of the Mountain again, it's going to make Sting's job that much harder, but you can see his determination is still there.
Steiner and Jarrett, they stacked him up in the corner. Another Stinger splash. You ready for the Scorpion Deathlock? Step over, lock it in. Here it is. No.
Well, Scott Steiner came over there just in time to rescue Jeff Jarrett, because I can tell you, as amped up as Sting is, if he would have caught that Scorpion Deathlock long enough, Jarrett was tapping out.
Low
blow.
Referee Rudy Charles didn't see it, checking on Big Papa Pump. Scott Steiner on the floor, and here comes a stroke from Jarrett. Oh, they're gonna steal one, two.
Oh, Christian Cage gives him a little taste of their own medicine. He pulls him out, doesn't allow the 3 count. You gotta love it. Jeff Jarrett's tried to do it himself many times, and now he realizes Christian Cage cost him.
Whoa, Christian Cage, Scott Steiner battling out here on the floor. Oh, there goes Scott Steiner right into the post.
Oh, he caught that steel ring post head on. Right now, Jarrett's in trouble. It's 2-on-1, but he just poked the eyes of Christian Cage right there.
Uh-oh, precarious position. Jarrett and Christian Cage battling up at the top. He's biting him.
Great move. Do whatever you gotta do. Christian Cage realizes that now, and look at this, right into Sting.
Cover. No, instead, frog splash off the top by Christian Cage. Sting pin. Yeah.
He's done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, Sting and Christian Cage.
How's that for teamwork?
I'll tell you, they answered all the questions. We wondered if they could do it, and they did do it. They were able to work together because we knew that Jeff Jarrett and Steiner could work together, but Sting and Christian put their differences aside and accomplished their goal.
And look at this. I mean, I'm surprised we even doubted him at this point as we see Sting and Christian Cage. You deserve this, guys. Post-match celebration. Look out for Steiner. He's got the title belt.
Oh, he just crashed his cage with it. And if you look at the forehead of Steiner, he was busted open when he hit that ring post, but it's just driving him on right now.
Largest arms, shortest fuse, and I think the fuse just snapped. Title belt, Scott Steiner takes Jarrett's championship and lays out both Sting and Christian Cage. Here comes the Steiner recliner on Christian Cage.
Oh, he's just pulling back right there on the chin, pulling back on the neck. And now, wait a minute, look at this, it's Samoa Joe, and he goes right after Scott Steiner.
The unbeaten Samoan submission machine has hit the ring. Yes, Samoa Joe, one of the 4 men to battle in Victory Road in that 4-way matchup. Look Look out, there goes Steiner into the post.
And look at this, Sting is going right back after Jeff Jarrett, right after the King of the Mountain, as he's taking him through the crowd. He's not letting Jarrett get away, and he slams him into the wall.
He just put him right through the wall. Samoa Joe and Steiner battle on the ramp and now up the ramp. Look out for the tunnel. There goes Joe into the wall.
I'll tell you what, Steiner used that momentum to his advantage, and they're fighting all the way down. And Jeff Jarrett just caught his elbow hard into the wall. I wonder what kind of damage he's done. And look at the brawl between Joe and Steiner. It's just going crazy.
And now out here in the Impact Zone, look at this. Christian Cage taking a look at that NWA title belt. You know what his focus is on.
You are garbage. You are cancer. And I will remove you, Jarrett.
There's the Scorpion on Jarrett,